We're live. Welcome to another episode of the Headless Horsemen Podcast. Oh, wow. Wow.
Sir, the project?
Welcome to the Headless Horsemen Podcast, where we get a little headless, a little reckless, but we bring it in at the end of the day. I'm one of your co-hosts today, Optimus Coctimus, joined with...
See more OG butts, man.
And welcome. Get cozy, get nice and comfortable. We're going to do our best today to just help ease your stress with everything going on. And but how you been, Mr. Butts?
I've been feeling magnificent, just tired from working, man. Shit.
Yeah. Oh, hold on. Let me fix the frame real quick to make sure you're in better. Unless you want to scoot over a little bit.
Yeah,
you're kind of
scoot over.
Yeah.
No problem, mate.
Yeah, don't get gay now. I mean, Jesus, I'm already wild. Mr. Squidward.
Mr. Squid Turd.
Oh. Yeah, there we go. Perfect.
I
think we're just kind of zoomed in on the frame, but oh well. But you've been doing good, just working hard, man, or hardly working? What? Oh, you gonna boo me? You gonna boo me? But what was gonna be one of the first things you want to talk about today?
What is going on at the border in Texas, man?
Shoot, standing on business.
Greg Abbott over there like, fuck all of you. I'm shutting everything down whether you like it or not.
He do not care. He said F the feds.
Do you think there would be a civil war, mate?
Here's the thing. Texas has got... Okay, it's never gotten this drastic, but Texas, I think, can annex itself and be a state or like a entity of its own outside the United States.
Right.
Like, it's something that happened, I think, during the Civil War. If I'm not mistaken... Well, hold on. Let me see. Let me see.
So too.
I think, yeah, because this is... Because remember, we're getting mad that Texas can put the flag at the same
above the American flag.
I think it sits at the same
height. The same height.
Yeah.
I mean, ain't nothing wrong with it.
Yeah, because I think it can. I think Texas and Alaska can both do it. Because it can have its own independence, but I mean, let's see here. Let's see.
Greg Abbott really try to...
Yeah, go ahead and fill the people in on Texas. What's going down on
Texas? They apparently down in Texas, man, they have some border dispute. And the governor was like, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Right? It basically stuck his finger up the Border Patrol's ass without giving him a prostate exam. You know what I'm saying? Anywho, I'm not surprised, man. That's what you expect with these Democrats and Republicans always beefing with each other. They always arguing about something. And then now it's the border. It's like, dang, bro, either way, whether or not whose administration's in office, y'all should have been come up with a logical solution and just work together. I think that's what the majority of people want anyways. They want people sitting here pointing the finger. They want all this stuff to get taken care of. And then you got to think about it, like the process of getting a passport, it takes a while too. Well, even for U.S. Americans, so that just goes to show you. And then if you're somebody trying to migrate to America, they'll find a way to trap you financially to where you're drowning in debt.
Yeah. So speaking of drowning and bad dreams, Texas can't legally secede from the U.S. despite popular myth. In Texas versus White, 1869, the Supreme Court ruled unilateral secession unconstitutional while commenting that revolution or consent of the states could lead to a successful secession. So I guess maybe states would have to vote on it, and governors would vote on it. But I mean, they have some popularity right now, considering how many states are actually sending like their, what's it called?
Isn't it like 25 or 27?
Their National Guard and stuff. Yeah, so
like 27 states, and 25 are backing them.
Yeah, I think something.
Oh, like Ron DeSantis couldn't wait to hop on the train. He was just like, "Oh, send them. Take off my high heels and send in the high National Guard." DeSantis fans punching air right now. No disrespect at all. No disrespect to anybody at all.
So 25 states with Republican governors signed letters supporting Texas in border control fight. Yeah, so there's 25 states, I guess, right now. So, I mean, there's probably going to be more going down the way. But that's the thing. I'm surprised Texas never tried to do this sooner in terms of actually trying to handle the border on its own versus actually trying to get federal funding to build the border.
Right.
Like Texas could have paid like a private contractor to probably handle this.
Yeah, easily.
I don't know all the legal litigations when it comes to stateside supporting versus federal government.
Right.
But then again, that's kind of like the twofold dynamic of being like a state on the border.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, well, if we're part of the United States, then the United States should take care of us. But then at the same time, you still got to do what's best for the state and its whole. But you got to deal with this lollygagging of like, oh, we'll give you money or we won't give you money, that type of stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you have to like sometimes just take matters into your own hands.
Right.
You know what I mean? And they're talking about, more states have supported. Me personally, I just don't know why Arizona, New Mexico, and Texas haven't just made a pact at this point.
Yeah, they do. And California. Well,
California.
We're good on you, bro. We're good on you.
Y'all can go somewhere.
We're good off y'all, bro.
Y'all good. But I just don't know why we haven't made like a pact and been like, we'll do this ourselves at this point.
Yeah.
Because federally speaking, there's nothing we can really do about this. Or, well, let me not say there's nothing we can't do about this, but the way the federal government tries to handle this, you're like literally trying to get support every 4 years. Then they try to put in, oh, them dogs is going crazy. Yo, is he running? No, I'm playing. There ain't nobody running back there. Yeah, sorry about that, guys. We got dogs barking in the background. I'm about to get crazy with the trigger because I smell a... No, I'm playing. But it just seems like every 4 years you're playing like this game of like, okay, if we get supporting in the first year of the border crisis, then you got 3 years to try to build as much wall of it as possible. But then you get a new president that's like, I don't believe in that. Then they take as much of the wall away as possible in the next 4 years. And you're trying to slow that down and just clog up the machine.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like, honestly, at this point, you're better off just building the border yourself with state-sponsored dollars in some type of capacity, pay for some contractors. But then the National Guard is supported by the federal government, I believe, right? Yeah. So each state has its own National Guard. But at that point, you might as well just sponsor like a stateside border, like your own state-owned mandated
right
border protection service that may work in conjunction with the federal government, National Guard, or Border Patrol at that point, honestly. That seems what you got to do. Now, I don't know if that would work, idealistically speaking, if that's the best bet, but honestly, at this point, it just seems like that's what you got to do.
Man, that's just crazy type shit. Because apparently, it's been going on since February 2021, when the first administration, when Biden
Trump
inherited the plethora of the Trump administration, as it said in the article. They've been going at this for what, 3 years now? Still no real solution. China just goes to show you, man. But God forbid, bro, they'll sit there and send money to other countries. No freaking problem at all.
So each state, most territories in the District of Columbia have its own National Guard, as provided for by the Constitution of the United States. Well, that's the thing. So I guess the National Guard has a unique dual mission that consists of both the federal and the national, and state role. So federal and state role. So is the National Guard controlled by each state? Yes, within each state, there are full-time personnel who manage the day-to-day operation of the units in the state territories. There are also federal activity duty force, which is centrally managed by the National Guard Bureau, the Army National Guard Directorate in Washington, D.C. So, interesting. So I guess they have both duties. So I wonder I guess they both get federal dollars and stateside funding, but the federal government is trying to say this is unconstitutional. It's like, how can you dictate that when the governor seems to have to take on the role of the stateside duties of the National Guard and dictate them appropriately?
Exactly. And
like he is the commander-in-chief of the National Guard when it comes to stateside politics.
And it seems like he's over here upholding the Constitution by protecting the sovereign citizens.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
I think they have a bigger responsibility, more so. Well, nobody else is going to do it. That's why I'm like, you have to do it.
He's over here upholding the duties of the Constitution. Are you going to argue with him about that?
Yeah.
No matter how much you try to read around the lines and be like, well, it just ain't right. It's like, well, look, man, it ain't right that there's homeless people out here on drugs that the government don't care about either, man. Well, you got to pick and choose a struggle here.
And my thing is people, I think, blow it too out of proportion when they'll be like, oh, it's wrong that you're, like, as if we're trying to gatekeep something, like the success of America from other people wanting to come over. And that simply isn't the case when you really look at I remember looking at some old data of like how many people were just there trying to come over to work versus actually how many people were there to like were let's say being rapist activities, nefarious activities like that. And a lot of times it's like there was more supporting the latter than the former. So you would have more rapists and that type of stuff coming over versus those guys. Now, don't get me wrong. There were some of those Republican America First pages on Instagram that were showing stuff. And they're like, look at all these war age males coming over here across here. And I'm like, so this African guy that I just seen walk across your screen, you're telling me he's a freaking terrorist right now? Yep. Like he's here to fuck shit up?
He has an AK in his pants right now.
And he's just sitting there with a smile. America, America. Yeah, that's literally, I'm like, I guarantee you that guy's going to probably be the doctor that saves your old ass. Okay? So
probably, dude.
Yeah. And they're like, we seen a Muslim guy come over. I'm like, okay.
You can't sit there and profile.
We cannot prove for without a doubt that this guy is going to blow your house up.
We have no conjugal evidence.
Yeah, nothing. But just speculation. It's like when that guy was like, look at them. They're all war-age male. I was like, you know who else said that? And we got in trouble for doing that? Was some CIA operatives when they released that film of the drone footage when they literally glassed a whole family because they said that the kids were old enough to hold AKs. And I'm just like, so you want to sit here and tell me the same thing, bud? It's like, relax. We don't know yet. Now, don't get me wrong. There are probably some guys that are raping, murdering, and all those types of things.
Yeah, bro.
So I'm pretty sure
there's statistics that prove that, but like you also got to think about. You also got to think like you were saying. There's people out there that are coming to work and all that.
Yeah, exactly. Most people are just trying to come over here, make some money, and then go back. Like you look at some of these families when they talk about what happened. I remember O'Shea Dew Jackson was talking to these black women, or these African women, because he has a setup in Africa, right? And he was talking about. He was like, how many doctors do you know that make a bunch of money and they send it back to Africa because this guy is the extension of the success, or leading on about this is just like that guy coming over here to work in America. He's just an extension of the family. So he's extended to make the money for the family and do those types of things to get a piece of that wealth. And that's the thing. Most people are just coming over here to do that for the most part.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Pretty
like
much.
if they just have to come over here. But it's just, that's what I guess that's what I look at it the most. It's just, I think it's terrible that this has to be done this way, you know? But at the same time, it's like, I'm surprised nobody's actually tried to do this sooner.
Yeah, man. That's ridiculous. You know what else I think? Like, what if they could, getting these immigrants and getting them established on a contract, like teaching them trades and all that would help reinvest back into building the border wall.
Wait, say it again.
Teaching, like, your immigrants that come here and migrate to the country, teaching them trades.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure a lot of them do
that would help so much more.
Well, I mean, we seen like some of the biggest illegal immigration busts were for like those types of jobs. But I mean, a lot of times, I think what it is just like this whole system is just like it rolls one way and it rolls all these other ways. But you'll have it's like, okay, well, because people want to get paid more money, then it's like, well, these companies can't take themselves overseas. We can tax them more on, overseas taxes, but then consumers got to pay more. And then it's like, well, for the jobs that we do have over here, some consumers don't want, or some people don't want to work those jobs. So it's like, well, we'll just pay an immigrant, who wants to do it at a less price. So it just seems like it's unraveled. So it's like, how do you make the people happy here so that they actually work those jobs, but also make some of these corporations happy so they don't keep raising taxes, so everybody gets a piece of the pie that, it works out in a way that we're not here having to sit here on this issue.
Right, that's understandable.
So it just seems like it's all over the place where it's like, if it's not one thing, then it's another. If it's not this thing, then it's another. And you're just sitting here just like...
Yeah, it just flip-flops. Like the migrant crisis in New York.
Yeah,
I mean, I think it's New York or
New
Chicago.
Chicago. A lot of
they're saying it's cold, and they're in Spanish. They're like, "This isn't the American. Is this the American dream? This is effed up. Yada yada yada."
Oh, they weren't saying that when they were getting those like $5,000 checks a month.
And I was like, "Dang, bro." And meanwhile, taxpayers are having to pay for them existing in the hotels.
Exactly, yeah.
I was like, "That's crazy, dog."
So you got to pay for that, but then some of them were able to get drivers like federal
and buy
identification.
cars and all that.
Yes, so it's kind of like, but at that point, that's not even like a federal government issue. That's a state issue because those states were like, that New York governor was like, bring them on in. We love us. We love us. We love our immigration. Bring them in. And then it's all fun and games till like the people, like, here's the thing. It ain't fun when the rabbit got the gun. So when Texas and all those states were like, we've had enough. If you guys want them here this bad, you can have them. And then bust they ass up to Chicago, bust they ass up to New York and all those other issues, other places. And now they want to be like, wait, this isn't what we had imagined for immigration. It's like, well, why are you asking something of someone that you're not willing to do yourself?
Right.
You're not willing. We want them here. We want open borders. We want everybody to succeed. If my brother eat, we all eat. So they said. But then when that brother come up there and eat half the plate and you ain't got no crumbs, no, this ain't right. He ain't my brother no more. You was talking all that good a minute ago, and now look at you.
Yeah, man.
Your people starving. You don't know if you're going to get reelected.
Yep.
You're sitting in limbo because here's the thing. You're sitting in limbo. Either I do what's right or what seems to be perceived right and save my people from starving and make sure they're taken care of. Or if I don't want to have to keep dealing with all their complaining and bitching, you know what I do? I bust more immigrants up here, give them the ability to vote, so they look at me like I'm their new hero.
Right.
Out with the old and in with the new. And now you guys sit here in limbo and try to figure it out. But you got to roll big dice, big dog. So which one is it going to be? You got to figure that out for yourself. So, I mean, the Chicago mayors, all those cats complaining about this, it's like you do this to yourself every time. You guys want to put a foot in your mouth and not have to deal with the problems directly. It's like, you know how much luxury it is to not have to deal with that? Like, what border crisis do you really have with Canada?
Or fucking Illinois.
Exactly. It's like you guys had really no border crisis. Like,
Yeah.
we only put in a border because of 9/11.
Yeah.
Before that, you could walk up and across Canada all you
Fucking
wanted.
stupid, man.
But until then, it's like, you're not, there is no border crisis like that. You're not who you say you are. You're not that guy.
Yeah, and the people are tired of it. Like, they were at the town hall meeting.
Yes,
This black
and
guy was like, Donald Trump, save us. We need you back in office,
Please.
nigga. That's what I mean.
Like those Chicago mayors and everything, like they were like, you're cowards and all these other things. Save us. What about us? We're trying to do the best that we can. And it's like, you sitting up there in a 3-piece suit trying to sell me a freaking lie. This is no longer the American dream because I've woken up to really what's really going on.
Yeah, bro. People are tired of it, man. This next election's about to be interesting.
Oh, yeah. I want to put some bets in, bro. This is what I'm saying. But they have Arizona, like, our problems ain't even really that bad. Like,
Nah, bro.
compared to like we've been getting more
Just
milder.
the border, what, the border? But, like, it's not bad like Texas or New Mexico.
Or
California.
I think Texas is the worst.
Yeah,
Texas,
like Texas
and
or California,
is
you
the
know?
worst. That's
We're not dealing with heavy inflation like that.
Yeah.
Now that we're having a mass influx of people coming in from like California, causing a little bit of inflation.
Oh my God, and idiot syndrome. But
same thing is happening to Texas, you know. Same things happening to New York and Florida. So the prices are higher for them. So we're not complaining about what we deal with.
We're just making an observation from the out. We're outside the club, dog. So
yeah.
Look, take our opinion with a grain of salt. This is not truth or fact. We do not claim to know truth or fact, but we only speak on the things that we know, and we only speculate on the things we don't know.
Yeah, but Arizona isn't the place where it's like
it's not that
where people are like, oh my gosh, the border. It's not, bro.
It's not as bad as Texas, where they're really having to put barbed wire fence down because they're just getting they're targeting Texas.
And they have water too, like the water side of the border, so they gotta invest.
Yeah, Rio. Yeah, they gotta start putting some speedboats down there. So, get in there like the Navy SEALs. Nah, I just don't know how
Rio Grande River.
Yeah, I just don't know how bad this is gonna get at this point. You know what I mean? But and a lot of this, like I said, you got mayors and city officials that just want to play hero. Leave that hero shit to
so they can get all the votes, so they can live nice and have their little.
You gotta learn. You gotta leave that hero stuff to the comic books. I'm here to do a job.
Yeah.
I'm just here to do a job. You may not like it, but at least I get results. And people are not liking these results, so the math ain't mathing.
The math ain't mathing.
Figure it out. Figure out a way to win.
Yeah, bro.
None of these guys want to win. They want to just be losers.
Doing the absolute most, man.
Yeah, absolute worst.
Lori Lightfoot, didn't she get impeached? Like, she lost, I think.
No, she just lost. And Buddy came in and is still just doing the same thing she did.
So it's just ridiculous.
Oh,
and if it isn't them like screwing over like just everything in general, it's them freaking screwing up their image. Like what's that lady, the Georgia DA?
Yes, what she get caught for is sleeping with
somebody's husband.
Either, like, I thought she slept with an inmate or something like that.
No, that was
I thought that was.
It was an inmate. There was another lady. I thought what you call it? She got the
Jamie.
messages
Look about the
husband.
Georgia DA scam. Jamie,
there was another black lady that was trying to coerce this black guy into sexual favors, and he recorded it. She was trying to blackmail him.
So I guess
She was horny. She want me because she horny.
So I guess these are allegations still. According to Fox 5 Atlanta,
Accusations false.
had an inappropriate relationship with a special prosecutor she hired.
Yeah, it was a special prosecutor.
Yeah, so
The prosecutor, bruv.
I mean, we'll see. I mean, so, but yeah. Did you wanna what else did you want to talk about?
Oh, we gotta get to the motherfucking the playoffs. Playoffs.
Yeah.
Oh man, and then I'm also about to talk about some NBA for a little bit, man.
Oh yeah. Oh,
This guy-
all these 70-point games.
Bro, who are they talking about? The Warriors, I think. They're ridiculing him, and they're also ridiculing Kevin Durant because of the Suns. Like, they'll never respect him. Somebody on Twitter was like, "KD is for real a side bitch," and be getting mad that they treat him like that. It's crazy. And then I was watching a video. This guy was slandering. This guy, he's a Nets fan. He was slandering Mikal Bridges and shit. He's like, Claxton's having a career season, and we can't even talk about it because Mikal Bridges is fucking sucks. I was like, dang, dude, he's going crazy right now. I think who's the guy on the Nets? His name, the guy that was like, ain't shit funny. I think Cam Johnson.
Oh, that never be smiling or whatever.
Yeah,
I think
like,
it was Cam Johnson. Yeah.
I think he dropped like 37 the other night. They beat the Rockets by 2. Hold on, let me check. Yeah, Cam Thomas, he dropped 37. And this guy was pissed. I don't think Mikal Bridges did too bad. 6 for 14, that ain't bad. 19 points, that's not bad. 3 for 8 from 3, you can clean that up a little bit. But other than that, that ain't bad. But let's see, Dinwiddie, 3 for 11. Holy crap, Dinwiddie?
He probably just had one bad game.
No, bro, apparently he was stinking it up all season too.
Dang. He needs to just go ahead and start that podcast.
13.1 points per game.
After he got traded to make all that money?
Nigga's 98th in the league.
It could be a slow start to the season. Who knows?
Let's see Mikal Bridges. Is he right for me? Okay, 21.7 isn't bad.
Yeah. So, speaking of NBA, dog, what
Lakers
is up with all
suck,
these
too.
like 70-point games that we're seeing? So Luka puts up 70 on the Sun. Was it the Suns?
Yeah, bro. Or no, was it the Hawks?
Yeah, it was the Hawks. Yeah.
because Lil Boosie was there.
I
He got
think
his
Trey.
jersey, he got the jersey signed.
I think Trey. What's his face left too? He got traded.
Trey Young got traded.
I think Trey Young got traded.
Are you
Or
serious?
they're talking about trying to trade him. I think he wants to get up out.
I
of
know
there.
they're thinking about trading Murray. They're sitting there talking about hypothetical situations for getting rid of Devontae Murray.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I
They
thought
didn't see 70 points and they lost by 5.
maybe
That's
it
not
was
bad
something
at
I
all.
read. Oh yeah, it's a rumor. I thought that was for Schurzy. But
God, bro, Luka just fucking cooked their asses.
71, bro, and it wasn't probably a bad 71. It was probably efficient.
Yeah, Trey Young put up 30. Murray put up 22. I'm not even mad. What are they missing? What do they need? Who's this dude Bogdanovich? Oh, he was cooking.
Bogdani?
Hey, he was cooking.
Bogdani.
Maybe they needed Patty. Is it Patty Mills on the bench? Hawks fans, are y'all telling me you got Patty Mills on the bench and
The
he
sniper?
ain't 0 points? This nigga getting cardio? Oh, I would be hot. Oh, he played for 5 minutes, but I would be
No,
hot.
5 minutes. He has 3 rings or 2 rings, and he played for 5 minutes. Dog.
Yeah, bro.
This guy is an absolute closer.
You need to use Patty
You
Mills.
should be
Atlanta
a-
fans. You guys need to utilize Patty Mills off the bench.
Jesus,
This nigga would be cooking shit in San Antonio.
that is what is going on, bro? I can't stand
And
the
you guys
league.
barely lost by what, 5 points?
Yeah.
Damn, man. Patty Mills is a nice defender. That's crazy, dog.
Did Jaylen Brown really drop 77?
I don't know. All I know is he's going left now.
Thank God.
I seen it. Scott Van Pelt was like, you can't tell him nothing. He's going left. That young man is listening. He is finishing at the rim, yada, yada, yada.
He got paid all that money. You better figure it out.
I hope this lasts during the playoffs, man. I want to see these 70-point performances in the playoffs, man.
I hope so.
It's just fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, it's that. And then, did you see the freaking a Bucks got rid of their head coach. They fired that. Stupid.
They should have never fired that other guy.
No, that's ridiculous.
Budenholzer?
Yeah.
That's his name? Budenholzer? Mike Budenholzer?
Yes. They should have never got rid of Budenholzer.
They had the best percentage on offense and
Griffin.
defense.
Yes.
They had the best percentage with him as their coach, and they got rid of him.
Adrian Griffin.
And they dropped to like 28th in the league or 25th? The defense did?
Yeah, so...
it was bad, man.
He dropped 77. Luka Doncic 77. He didn't drop 77.
Yeah, Luka dropped what?
71. Nah, he was just saying... he was just saying like he dropped, like he crossed up Luka and dropped him. I thought he really dropped. I was like, he dropped 77. But Joel Embiid this year having a we'll finish talking about the Bucks. The Bucks organization is really about to do some stuff to actually make sure Damian does not get a ring. Because who's their head coach now, or do they just have an interim right now?
I think they got an interim head coach. Yeah.
So let me get this straight. You fire Budenholzer, even though he got you to the finals multiple times.
Right.
He's 1-3 in the finals, or 1-2 in the finals. And you think your best bet is to get rid of him. You had another head coach in there who's actually merging Damian Lillard and Giannis. Then you want to fire him too?
Like Damian Lillard and Giannis is such a nice freaking combo, man. Pick and roll out the ass, my boy.
And I don't know if they're feeling pressure because, we're not winning right away, and we got to make sure we get the most out of Dame with this window because we don't know how long he's going to be here. I mean, you're sitting at 32-14 on this year, 70%. You're second in the East right now. Why are you panicking when we haven't even got to All-Star break yet?
Yep.
I mean, I don't get it.
That's true.
And to me personally, if I was the Bucks, you didn't need to get Damian Lillard. You just should have just told Drew Holiday to score more and drew up some offensive capabilities.
Tell Drew Holiday to just score more.
Because he had flashes where he put up 45, 48 points.
I don't know, man.
Because now it's like...
I don't know. I would have traded for Dame.
The reason why I didn't think they should have traded for Dame is that defense. You sacrificed a lot of defense with getting rid of Drew Holiday.
Hey, man.
Now if you think you can outscore that,
I don't think Drew Holiday's putting up stats like that anymore, though, brother.
He's had some solid. Solid games. It's just they just don't require that out of him anymore.
Drew Holiday, 13.1. Okay, that ain't bad.
That's what I'm saying.
That's not gonna help the Bucks win at point guard. You're not gonna. You can't.
So his last year with the Bucks, he averaged 20 on 48% shooting.
That ain't bad.
Exactly, 38% on 3-pointer percentage. That's not bad at all. Let's see. Games played.
Oh my God. Hold on, real quick.
You gotta go use the bathroom, dog. Oh, you gotta go change out your clothes. All right. So he also had another year where he averaged 21 points at the Pelicans, and I believe that was the year when they had Boogie and everybody. But 21.2 points. 47% shooting, 33% on 3, 7 assists. So you're he's pulling you out a double-double from time to time. I mean, that's solid. I mean, he had other years where he was getting close, 17.7 points, and then 8 assists. So sitting close to being a double-double machine, he's had some high-scoring games. So if anything, and a nice solid rebounding guard, me personally, I would have kept him because of just the fact that he's not a defensive liability. He is, doing a lot better than most. But at the same time, I mean, if they really felt that they were slacking offensively, then, that's just a call you got to make. But I hope this won't be the call of why we don't see more greatness out of this Giannis and Dame combo. I mean, it's still early in the year, so I guess we're going to have to just wait and see what happens. But overall, I guess it's still too early to tell. He's sitting second in the East. I still want to see what you're going to do around playoffs. Let's see what you actually have drawn up for the two-man action with either Drew Holiday or even with what's his face? What's Giannis? Frog Face's name?
Frog Face?
Chris Middleton. I'm sorry, that came out bad. Oh, they're back. Fuck. Jesus, nigga, we can't even record. I guess we're gonna have to go to the park if we want to finish up. We didn't even get like 15 minutes in, dog.
Are you serious?
I don't think we got 15.
Dude, we've been talking for at least 30.
Oh, it's been 30,
yeah,
but I'm just like...
That's good.
Well,
we've been talking about the same. We needed to switch it up.
Well, we didn't even talk about playoff predictions today.
That's all right.
Yeah, we'll finish it up in the room or something. We'll just do it in the
do
car
it
real quick.
in the room.
All right, we're gonna move real quick, guys.
We had to move. Right. We had to move, guys.
All right, who's popping gunshots back here? All right, welcome back, guys. Yeah, we had to move.
Pull up the game play by play.
Play by play on my phone.
On your freaking.
Oh yeah, you ain't got your phone, huh?
Computadora. Yeah.
All right, yeah. Sorry, guys, we had to move. Technical difficulties, but we are back.
Niggers.
Yeah, we kind of glowing out here. Maybe it's a little too bright, but it is what it is.
Start sweating out here.
Who is it?
Chiefs and Baltimore. How'd you know I was from Baltimore, stupid?
Stupid. I should have put it in a Parleezy before this game. 7-7.
Ooh.
Yeah. And the Ravens got the ball back off an interception. No, I'm playing that. I'm playing them. But
stop it, Larry.
Down somewhere, stupid thing. But let's see who has the ball. Dude, tell me who has the ball right now. So no, I don't know if it's just intermission or something. I'm trying to look to see who has the ball. So I'm thinking what's it face has the ball, but they're not really saying it's not showing on here. But so yeah, since this is your team, how are you feeling about this, man? You got a lot of pressure on you this year.
Nervous?
Oh, are you really?
No, not really.
Do you think your hardest game was just against the Bills last week?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, bro. The Bills' defense is fucked. The fact, and it's the fact that they're the most dangerous team because they've had the most to lose all season.
True.
Like Lamar, dang, your donut's about to fucking melt in that.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm like, let me.
You about to look like a sweaty uncle at a barbecue, dog.
Yeah, just greased up.
Lubed up.
Go ahead. Yeah, keep going about the.
But like, if you think about it.
Sorry, too late for these bad boys for that.
Man, Lamar Jackson, he's talented, he's prolific, but he's the whole team, I think, for the Baltimore Ravens, realistically.
Mm-hmm.
You could probably, like, if you put Lamar Jackson in Josh Allen's situation, he's probably making a Super Bowl, if we're being honest, bro. Like, Lamar never really had the weapons. Like look at Hollywood Brown. That whole experiment didn't work. They finally gave him some weapons to actually throw the ball to, you know? Now, everybody's like, now we got to respect Lamar, except for the people like, he's not quarterbacky enough.
Mm-hmm.
But if you put Josh Allen in Lamar's situation, I don't think that happens as often, just because Josh Allen's more of a turnover machine. Like, even though Lamar's a runner, he can run the ball as a quarterback, and he's a mobile threat. You don't really see him fumbling the ball a whole lot, if we're being honest.
Right.
Like, but Josh Allen, as a Chiefs fan, he gave us the rock. Well, he didn't give us the rock, but he gave it up, you know?
Right.
He gave that bad boy up. Too bad we didn't take advantage of the opportunity. But
yeah, we're recording on there, right?
Like, yeah.
Okay.
Like, genuinely, I think that if you put, as a Chiefs fan, if you put Lamar and Josh Allen's situation in Buffalo, like even with the Von Miller situation and Greg Rousseau and all them and Micah Hyde with the defense like that, and then Gabe Davis and Stephon Diggs, you know what I'm saying? I think that's a Super Bowl team, bro. I think the only people are in denial are the ones who are like, oh, no, we don't like him because, you know, his skin.
Yeah, whatever.
He's not quarterback enough. But other than that, dude, I respect Lamar as just as great a quarterback as Mahomes. I think he's better than Josh Allen.
Mm-hmm.
I think Lamar's way better than Josh Allen.
Right.
He's a way better passer, too. He's more consistent of a passer.
No, it's just because even people missed, like, his last year before leaving Louisville. People didn't pay attention to how hard he was actually trying to stay in the pocket. Like, the year he won the Heisman, it's like, yeah, we get it. He was just scrambling, doing everything, just launching deep balls. But if you watch that second year, you could tell under Patino or whatever his face is that, what's it called? You could tell that he was making a lot of, like, effort to actually stay in the pocket, move in the pocket. Right. There was a lot of play action where they didn't move the line at all.
Right.
Where he had to, like, he would fake up to, like, the guard or a tackle with the handoff or right behind the center, but then he would try to come back, reload, and take the shot.
Right.
So, me personally, I think a lot of those people just didn't really watch football. They don't watch football enough. Like, even this year, the Ravens had a better defensive rating than the Bills did for regular season this year. Wait, I think, was that? Oh, dude. This is why I hate when they start loading in those commercials, then everything looks bad. But, yeah. So, honestly, I think Lamar Jackson has honestly shown that he can throw the ball. Sorry about the win, guys. Like, this is the best we can do right now. But, yeah, no, he's shown that he can actually throw the ball. and be accurate in many different situations. I think it just took. I think it was just what it was is the Ravens front office just did not know what they were doing for the most part.
Yeah, bro. Especially with freaking Greg Roman as your offensive coordinator. The dude just ran the ball all the time, dude.
And then, too, is like, look
Freaking
at what they did to
ridiculous.
Joe Flacco on the way out. They made him really look like he was a noodle arm nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But then look what he did for the Browns. And next year, you got to think about how much steam they actually got behind them with the way they can actually.
You're like, he probably just secured another freaking season for him under contract next year, just in case they make a playoff push.
Exactly. And so
Deshaun Watson's going to have a lot to prove anyways.
he is.
How we looking?
We're only 5 minutes.
No.
Oh, with the
game.
score?
Yeah, bro.
It's still 7-7 right now.
Oh.
Last time I checked. But I'll check again. But yeah, no, honestly, yeah, still 7-7 right now. 1st and 10 at the Baltimore 47.
Let's go.
But I wonder if there was just like a freaking... Dude, what is wrong with this? Freaking internet is so trashed.
But enough about the Chiefs and Ravens. Man, I got a question to ask you as a Packers fan. How do you feel now that Joe Barry got fired?
Thank God. It's over. Oh, my God. Any Packers fan who watched that game saw that it was so one-dimensional in the way he loved to run his defensive stints. We were literally playing, 7-on-7s, the way we would just depend on our secondary to bail us out with Jair Alexander or the fact that our linebackers could cover deep.
Right.
And it's like, what are you doing? We needed to get pressure, and a lot of times he didn't utilize twists, stunts, edges, sending linebackers, safeties, bringing in dime blitz packages, nickel blitz packages. He struggled. In that last game I watched, it looked like he just struggled to call that up.
Yeah.
You look at the game we lost because of
They didn't have a lot of pressure either.
Exactly. Like, you look at the last second field goal that we lost on in a regular season, where Jordan Love came down, marched the ball downfield, scored, then we gave the ball back to whoever we played with like 47 seconds left, and they won that game.
Mm-hmm.
It's because Joe Barry was running this prevent defense where he didn't even try to stop these guys from keeping stuff in front of the sticks. He played beyond the sticks.
Mm-hmm.
And then guess what they had to do? Just march down 3 throws, and guess what? Now they're kicking a field goal and winning the game.
Yep.
So if you're telling me that we should have kept Joe Barry, you are smoking crack. Because we're not in a position to where we can afford to be like the Golden State Warriors and offense our way out of a game. We have to play defense.
Yeah, good news is you guys
guys?
got the talented quarterback.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like, if we want to make sure our talented quarterback develops and blossoms, the less pressure, the better.
Yeah.
So we're probably going to keep everybody back in the backfield for running. So it's like, okay.
A.J. Dillon, Aaron Jones.
Exactly. Now, the thing is like, do we keep Bakari because he keeps getting injured, but he gets paid all that money?
Bakhtiari?
Yeah. He's like, we're going to come back and we're going to be great. It's like, where were you this whole year, buddy?
Yeah, it's kind of crazy they made a playoff push without him, too.
Yeah. And it's just like our backup.
You guys clapped the fucking Cowboys. Like, your guys' O-line looked impressive against the Cowboys.
Yeah. So,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You guys made the Cowboys look so mid.
Yeah.
I loved every second of it.
So
7-7?
yeah, it's still 7-7.
Sweet.
I'm gonna just check on my phone because I'm trying to like look up this other stuff. But
Oh, you're good, brother. You're good.
I'll pick that up later. Don't worry about
Little bug.
it. Womp womp. So, but yeah, no. So honestly, oh dude, I'm out of field. Am I out of range? Fucking my internet. I have to call these people.
Guys, it's all good.
I have to call these people about my internet.
Yeah.
Because my phone like just does not work. So it's the end of the first right now, 7-7. So yeah, they haven't. I guess they're switching sides and probably running commercials right now. Yeah, but Bakhtiari, he had a season-ending knee injury, but he tore his ACL, and I'm just like, well, how many injuries has he had? Because this isn't like I think this is like his second or third, like big injury, and I'm just like, this money that we're pouring out into him to be a great left guard, it's like, what are we doing? We literally need to just go probably pick up somebody off the trading block or just make a draft first round. Because we have like 7 first round, we have 4 first round picks, I believe. So
Right.
we already drafted a kicker. I think we drafted an outside linebacker because we had a guy tear his ACL this year too. And then I think we may have drafted another wide receiver. But, I mean, yeah, most of those injuries, for us to fire a strength and conditioning coach, that probably speaks about the fact of why we had so many injuries this year with Christian Watson,
Yeah,
Jair Alexander.
that speaks volumes, to the culture you guys had on there.
Yeah, our outside linebacker with that knee injury, like tore his ACL. So we'll see who they bring in with that capability. See if we can change some stuff. It'll be great if we can. I'd be happy to see that be the change, but we'll see going forward. But Joe Barry getting let go is probably the biggest reason why we weren't good. And for us to be able to stick that out and be able to change some things is good, because we need to find a guy that's actually going to use our talented up front and actually make twist stunts, actually bring blitzes.
Front seven going crazy up there.
Exactly.
Man. You guys got the freaking strength too, especially with dudes like Kenny Clark.
Yeah, we have. Yeah, and the guy that we signed 2 years ago, I forgot his name, Preston, to like a big $30 million deal or $47 million deal or something like that. Why isn't he looking like a superstar with the way we want to move things to get on the one-on-ones with guards and tackles and centers?
Yeah.
We got to do a better job. I mean, look at the Browns. Look how good their defense looked because of the way they like to shift things and move things around to actually get the people the way they're looking.
Right.
So and the other thing that hurt too is like we could not play east to west to save our life versus the 49ers. Right. When they would run those stretches with inside stretches, tackle, pulls, and all that with Christian McCaffrey, we couldn't stop it. So going forward, I hope they change that. We'll see how they address it. LaFleur is going to have a lot of pressure on him to actually make those changes that we got to see as a head coach. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, I mean, he's made a lot of changes for you guys' offense. That's what I've certainly looked forward to.
Yeah.
Like, you guys look like you've been done shit up on offense, huh?
7-7 still.
Especially when you guys ran that out and up route with that tight end, dude.
Yeah,
he
so
just lobbed it, had a little. He kind of underthrew it, but just gave it up to him a little bit. Pause.
So,
Pause.
say that time, but we don't do that up there. We don't do that up north.
Up north. But yeah, bro.
Yeah, so
the offense looked impressive. The defense is the ones that's got to make tremendous strides. But,
exactly, because then we could actually win some games.
And it's only looking like Jordan Love's about to get better and better. So
exactly. If you want to develop quarterback, come to Green Bay. That's the name of it. We're the only place that really developed quarterbacks like this. So, but yeah, did you have anything else you wanted to talk about? Oh, what's the other game that's happening? Oh,
Lions and 49ers, man.
Lions got to win that game. I think the Lions have the best defensive capability to actually make what's his face look like a bum.
Yeah.
They play downhill, they play intense. They actually move stunts and twists and stuff like that. So they can play that east to west. They're gonna probably have to force McCaffrey to run up the middle a lot, but We'll see what happens. Debo Samuels is gonna have to go either against Gardner or some other guy. Gardner and then their other corner that they have over there. So secondary, with their secondary, it looks good. Jared Goff, if he gets into that rhythm first, bye-bye.
How did you do the pinky ring?
Yeah, so Jared Goff, I like Jared Goff's chances of actually winning this game.
JG.
He's actually been to the Super Bowl, so we'll see what happens. So,
hell yeah, Mike. Yeah. And that, we appreciate you guys, man. We've been killing it, trying to grow more as a community.
Shout out to our dogs back there. Yeah, bark that shit up.
But other than that, man, y'all take it easy. Y'all take care of yourselves. Drink some water and brush your freaking hair, you musty boys.
Yep. And like I said, help us to reach our goal of getting 100 plays on Spotify, as well as getting 15 subscribers on YouTube. Try and keep putting out more content. You guys are loving what we're doing on TikTok, so we'll keep putting out stuff there. Probably try to put out a couple more shorts on there as well. Instagram, you guys are doing a great job on there too. We really appreciate that support with all the likes. Make sure you guys comment and just let us know what you guys are thinking. We're going to put out more polls on the Apple Podcast, Spotify Podcast, if there's any other talking points you guys want us to see. And with that being said, thank you for joining us here at the Headless Horsemen Podcast, where we get a little headless, a little reckless, but here we are bringing it in at the end of the day. We hope you guys have a great week, and make sure you guys stay safe, stay up. And with that being said, Headless Horsemen, let's ride.
Y'all take it easy, man. Let's not ride. Back at the horse quarter.